allotmenters and allotmenters, welcome back to Sam's Allotment. Well, I wasn't going to upload tonight, guys, if I'm honest, but I'm down here. I'll just come down to pick whatever Brussels I can off of the plants that I've got. To be honest, I've not really gained a lot of size, if I'm truthful. Yeah, very, very small they've stayed, compared to the gentleman behind me, which obviously, without his permission, I can't really turn the camera around onto his plot. But yeah, there's a fair few there, to be truthful. I'll probably get a little tub full. Now, while I was down here, guys, I was just, I'm wandering and pottering around, just looking at bits and bobs. I'm just, trying to reflect on what I've done and what still needs to be done, if I'm truthful. So I've decided I'm going to start up a new challenge, hashtag nomination thing. And it's hashtag my free allotment goals for 2020. Now, it might sound silly to some. I'm quite intrigued to see what other people's goals are, if I'm honest with you, for 2020, what they want to get implemented into their allotments, what they want to get finished or done, or, so, yeah, I'm going to nominate a few people at the end. The more people that join in, the better. We can all get a little bit nosy onto what our priority jobs are, and what we're aiming to get done in 2020. It's only 3 jobs, I know, and I know many of us have got many more than just 3 jobs, but to keep them short and simple, we'll just go for 3 of your top priority jobs, basically, for 2020. So yeah, I'm going to give you a little rundown of what my 3 priority jobs are for 2020, and yeah, it'd be awesome to see if you guys, the rest of you, will get involved and share your 3 main goals, allotment goals for 2020, if I'm honest. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to give you a little rundown of what my intentions are, and yeah, go from there, guys. So for me, number 1 goal is to get this in between all the slabs and everywhere filled with stone. Now, obviously, it is an expense, quite an expense, for nearly £50 for a bag of gravel. I'll do it because obviously I live long distance from my plot, so it makes it a lot easier maintenance for weeds wise, and it's all manageable beds for me. So yeah, job number 1 for me, guys, is to get all this infilled, whether it's with stone, whether it's with wood chip. I've actually thought about taking the stone out and wood chipping this area, but with a fancy wood chip, not no, to be fair, not even fancy wood chip, just standard wood chip like I've used at the top, to be honest. So that's job number 1 for me for 2020. So on to the next. Now, job number 2 for me for 2020 is this whole area here. Absolute bugs me at the moment, because obviously the path stops there. There's a reason I've left the path there, because I'm thinking either put the rhubarb in across this part here, or continue the slabs up. So I'm not too sure yet what I'm doing, but my main priority for 2020 is definitely going to be this area, like I say. Ideally, I want to try and get the raspberries moved. Obviously, them big crowns of rhubarb, they're going to be planted round in my daughter's bed. We're going to turn that into a rhubarb bed instead. My daughter's got plenty of land she can use. But my must is to get a pond implemented before the summer kicks in, really. So that'll be a project I start very, very soon, getting a pond sculpted out and lined and whatever else. The reason I need to get that done is, obviously, if I do want to enter, obviously I won the best plot on the site for 2019, and I'll be honest, I'm aiming for a little bit wider this time, more around the area I'm in. So I think they call it lags or something along the lines of that, or county allotment, in that kind of thing. So yeah, that's definitely a priority to get done. That'll be the first job, to be truthful. As well, that'll be job number 2, but probably be the first one to get done. But yeah, I ain't got the funds for this part just yet. So yeah, without further ado, I'll move on to my other priority task for 2020. Right, so my final one for my 3 allotment goals for 2020 is this area here. Now, obviously, guys know it was a blue decking kind of area, but it fell through, so I ended up ripping it up, wood chipping it. That's about 6-7 inch deep, that wood chip, to be honest. Now my plans, again, hopefully before the summer, priority job is this area really. Now I know a lot of you are looking at it going, well, it looks alright how it is. It is, but I need to just implement quite a few more tubs like I've done just here, with the rosemary, I believe it is, and I need to implement more like chives, mint, basil. You know, I need to turn this into a nature area. Obviously I've got the bird table, which is just here, and you know, I've got the hedgehog home and stuff. But I do just, I want to create it into more of a herb garden area. I'm hoping to put obviously that rhubarb crown in here, so this will all bush out nicely, and just create a nice little kind of bushy area, to be honest, a nice little herb garden. Obviously it's another job that needs to be done before the summer months start really, before Judgment Day and stuff, because the only thing I was lacking in was obviously herbs, a little herb garden kind of thing. He said if you get more herbs and you get a different variety of herbs in pots and stuff, that'll give you a lot more points on the scoring system for entering like the legs competitions and stuff. I do have a guideline sheet as to work from, as such as to what I need to accomplish on the plot to enter them kind of competitions. And that's one of my other priorities. It's not really a task, it's more about potting up and stuff, but it's a task to a degree for myself, because obviously, as you know, I cycle. So everything has to be carried from the garden centre or B&Q, wherever, like that kind of thing. It has to be carried on a push bike for myself. So it's just one of them, unless I can get a friend to help me out. So that's my 3 main tasks I'm aiming for 2020. I'm hoping I achieve a lot more than just them 3 tasks, truthfully, and I believe I will. But I just thought I'd get an insight as to what other people's 3 main goals are really for 2020. So if you want to join in, I nominate Erica's Little Welsh Garden and Nick's Allotment Diary. And quite looking forward to seeing what your 3 main goals are for 2020 on your allotments, if I'm honest. So it'd be nice to just get a bit of insight as to what people's plans are for 2020 and go, just be nosy at each other. So but on that note, guys, I hope you all have an absolute fabulous Christmas, and hopefully we'll catch you in the new year. So Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, guys. Bye bye.